Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will deploy a ReactJS app to GitHub Pages. Also, we are gonna automate the deployment process. In my last video, we have built a number trivia game in React with ReactJS and ViteJS. So today we will be deploying that same app to GitHub Pages, and we will use GitHub Actions to automate the deployment process. Also, if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an update. So let's first check the app. So this was the application which we have built. I'll just uh, run this. This was not running. So I'll just run this, and yeah. So if I enter any number, I press enter, and it will give me a trivia about that number. So this was the application, and and now we will deploy this to GitHub Pages. So I'll just stop this server. We don't need this. Clear this. As we have built it with ViteJS, so we'll follow the documentation from Vite. And here on deploying a static site, we have the documentation about how to deploy it to various servers. So with GitHub Pages, we need two changes. One is in our code, and the second one is in the GitHub repository. So first one is to add a base. So in our case, we are deploying it in our username with the repository name because we're not keeping it in the main domain or any sub or any custom domain. We are not adding a custom domain to it. So we'll be following this, which is like we will be deploying it with our repository name. So we have to set the name base as our repository name, which I've already set. So I'll just show you where it is required. So in the vite config.js file, I have to add this base as our repository name with a slash at the uh, slash before and after of the name. So this is the convention which we need to follow, and it is also mentioned here like slash then repository name and then slash. So first part we have already done. Second part we will do now. So we have to go to our uh, GitHub settings page. So let's go there. We and to the pages configuration. We will change this to GitHub Actions. Okay, so we'll not do that manually from our branch. We will create our own. And for this, for action, we have to set workflow. So for that workflow, we will not we will not use which is already there because we have to do something. We have to follow the VJS configuration for workflow. So we will create our own, and I'll just remove the default one, and we'll copy this, paste here. Okay, so this is already there, and let's check what this does. So this basically is the name of the action. Then it will run on every push made to the main branch. So whenever we push the changes to the main branch, it will run. If we it will run on both ways. If we uh, create a PR to main branch and that PR is merged, then it will run, or we directly push to the main branch. So basically every push, and this is to allow manual trigger of that GitHub action. Here we are setting permissions for for de for the deployments and the concurrency level which we want for the deployment, and after that the actual deployment steps are mentioned. So here the environment would be GitHub Pages, and this URL, it will take it from the environment as well because we have already mentioned that in the configuration file as well, and it will take it from the default configuration from GitHub, so we don't have to change this to anything. This will run on Ubuntu, and then it will check out the branch first. Then it will set up the node with npm and then install the dependencies. After that, it will run the build, and then it will set up and upload the artifacts. So artifacts is basically the files which is generated and the dist folder, the distribution folder, and it will then deploy it to the GitHub pages. So this was it. So we'll just commit the change. We'll have to update the name. Let's take deploy GH pages, and we will commit to main directly. Okay, so it is there. Let's check if action is triggered. No action is triggered. Let's So guys, the build has run and we were able to run this build. It was not running earlier because it has one issue which was related to the file name. So when I have added this file on GitHub, and then I've missed this .yml, the extension I've missed, and that is why this does not trigger the build. So when I updated this with .yml, then then the build ran, and we have got the actions running for this. But this is failed, so we'll check why it is failed and how we can fix this. So this was as we were using npm CI so for clean install. So this actually works with package lock.json, and in our current project, we have it with yarn, so we don't have the package lock.json. So let's generate that. And before that, I'll just delete this yarn lock. I don't need it. I'll keep it from one engine. And let's do one thing. Let's start terminal here, and also I'll remove this from the node modules. I don't need .id as well. And now I'll just run npm install. It will generate package log JSON, and we will update, we'll push the change, and then it should run the build and it will get deployed. So this completed. We have our package log JSON, and now what we'll do is we'll just update. I'll open my terminal. I like that. Yeah, so here it is. Okay, mm, we push. Okay, so this is done. Let's check if it triggered the build or not. Yes, we have. So build is already in queue. It is currently in waiting. Let's go in there. Yeah. So here it is. So now we are going. The npm install is also done. npm build is done. Deployment is started. Okay. So this is done, right? This is done. Now let's check this. So how we will check? It should be my name, then github.io slash repo name. Okay, so this does not work. Oh, sorry, my username. I entered wrong number. And here it is. It is deployed on GitHub. We have the title and everything. Let's check the API. Okay, so API is not working. Let's see why it is not working. Okay. So the API that is from HTTP, and we are calling it from HTTPS. So that is why it is getting an error. So this is not something from our app. So guys, the issue is because of this HTTPS, which we in our application it has HTTPS, and to the API which we are requesting is from HTTP. That is why the error is coming up. So if we don't have the HTTPS, then it will work. But I think that is not that is not on us. So that is from the numbers API. So in this video, we were focusing on the deployment, and that is not something we can fix. That should be done from the API vendor. So from this in this video, we have achieved our goal. We had a goal to deploy our React application with ViteJS to GitHub Actions. Sorry, GitHub Pages, and we have done that. We have achieved it. So I have the code updated on GitHub. You can check that, and you can also check the workflow directory. So that basically this naming conventions we have to follow. So like for this .github .github will have workflows in a directory, and inside that we have to keep our YAML files for triggering the GitHub actions, and this will take care of all those. So it has all the steps and everything. So as we have already seen, so yeah, this was it. We have achieved what we wanted. And thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. If you like this video, please share it with your colleagues and friends. Also subscribe if you have not subscribed. And thank you.